It's absolutely dreadful weather out there, and the best solution is to have a cup of tea. Welcome to Tea Time, where we serve up steaming hot entertainment stories. And our lineup this morning is full of drama, literally. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and I'm here with just Elsie Godwin. What on earth happened to both Ifes?
Ife squared.
Ife squared. Okay, so do you want us to go straight in, or?
I think we should go straight in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in case you haven't heard, Kim and Kanye have named their newborn son Sam West. Okay, so what did you think when you first heard that?
I love the name.
Immediately?
Yeah, I don't know why people are making noise about that, especially the noise to come when we had a Chicago.
What sort of noise did you hear
and all
about
that.
it?
I mean, people were just, they think the name is weird, or they think the lineup of all their names is weird. But I love the name Sam West. I mean, it's just simple, biblical, nice. I don't know. I prefer this one to all the other names from Chicago to
Okay, let's look at it.
to,
We've got North, we've got Chicago, and we've
There's
got...
one other one.
Okay. Yeah, I actually think, yeah...
I think this is the best of the three, or the four, sorry.
Yes,
That's
is it
how I
because
feel.
it rhymes with Sam?
Maybe because I've not seen anyone bear the name Sam, like Sam
But
in the
you know
Bible.
that's what Kim likes to do, to try and
And
get
the,
something
and the
that
book
is
of
different.
Psalms is
Yes,
just a beautiful book.
yeah.
It's
And
a book that can do a lot.
it's a song or hymn or
Everything
according
in
to...
one.
And I think that's one of the reasons why they decided to...
Man, following the first and second and third, I can't say this is the reason or this is not the reason, because there's no correlation at all. But
No,
I'm sure they have their...
No, I'm not like in terms of one of the things I heard is that they were trying to actually what's her name, Kim was actually saying initially, before the child actually came to being, that she was actually thinking about Rob from her brother and Rob from her father. You know, that she was thinking about that,
That would
name.
have been basic though.
Exactly. So
And
that
Kim
it would have
doesn't
been...
do basic.
That's the thing. That's what she said, that it would not have flowed in line
doesn't do basic.
with the names of the other children as well, because like now you're saying all of those names are distinctive, you know, so she wanted something that would be distinctive as well.
And then I saw someone, one funny tweet. Someone said, oh, this is Sam West, Chicago West, blah, blah. And the next one is going to be Ido West.
I like very funny indeed.
Yeah, so maybe the next one we should hope for one more.
I think she's done.
Are you
unless
sure?
that's the
Because I
thing, we
think
never
Kim
can tell.
and Kanye, they're out for the very big family, so...
No, I think she said she was done, unless she changes her mind at a
Well,
later
let's
stage. Because
see.
she said she wanted 2 boys, 2 girls, and that was it. And it has worked out so well. So I think she's done now. She wants to focus on the legal thing and then on the family. Because she was saying that having a larger family than that would take more of her time. But that right now, the 4 are just perfect. So I think for now she's stuck, but we never know what the future holds. Maybe in 2 years she may feel like she still wants...
Or maybe that will be the next challenge after the whole legal thing, because for now she wants to face the whole law school thing and do something good out of it. So maybe when she's bored of that
she may
probably
want
to have another
That's
child
the thing,
again,
because you
but
never know.
for
what
now,
I
I'm sure she has a whole lot on her plate. Yeah.
I was going to say, with women, you never know, because like I remember growing up as well, we thought we were done, and then 7 years down the line, we finally had another last child. So you never know what...
maybe it's not just with women. It's about, maybe you should say with pregnancy, you never know, because you can just, what was the word again? Fall pregnant. You know,
No,
and then you say, I fell pregnant.
No, but the thing is, with them, they always plan it. It's
No,
not
but
like
sometimes the planning doesn't go exactly
according
the
to
way
plan.
you want it. Yeah, so it happens.
Okay, all right. Let's move on now. Next up, we're discussing DJ Cuppy, who says, "I'm not ready to marry. It will slow down my career." I think I should start with some of the things that I saw regarding this, because people, reactions, I'm like, there's like, does she have a career? I mean, sarcastic things. Like, I was like, oh my days.
So bad.
So bad. Some are like, oh, you can have any man you want. After all, you're Otedola's daughter, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. Some are even saying that she's young, so she can definitely wait. Some are saying she doesn't even have a career, so they don't know what she's talking about. But what's your own take, Elsie?
I don't think that's where it ends. I mean, those are really shallow comments, and you expect that from social media.
Yeah.
She's a woman. And whether we like it or not, whether we chance equality or not, when it's time to have a family, you are the one having the baby. You are the one taking care of the baby. Your body changes. You have a whole 9 months to carry somebody else inside your body. After that 9 months, you have another 1 year and more to take care of this child, to be able to say, okay, I can leave this child with a nanny or the daycare center or something. Those periods would always have a strain on your career or whatever it is you're pursuing. So it's something we need to agree and understand. So if she's saying, even relationships, sometimes relationships can be really stressful.
Exactly.
Especially when you're not with someone who understands
the industry.
I mean, that is the industry. That's the very important part. That's one thing career women pray for, to say, okay, let's meet a man who would understand and know when to come in and when not to come in, when to intrude, when not to intrude, when to know that this decision is solely professional and nothing to do with your personal feelings, you know. So it's difficult, and which is why when you find one like that, you don't want to let it go, really. But you need to understand where she's coming from. It takes a whole lot. Like Simi said the other time when I was having an argument with Ife Omai, it takes a lot to be a woman. Being a woman is difficult, right? So yeah, I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Let's look at it from like her career now. You know, she does a lot of gigs. She goes out to a lot of parties. And I'm like, if she does get married now, she will not be able to do all of these things. So it does make sense.
She could be able to do all of those things.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on who you get married to at the end of the day.
But I'm saying, like we say, it's going to have an effect.
I have to give an example using a failed marriage. But before Tiwa Savage and T-Bills parted ways or had the whole fallout, it was working to an extent because he understood the game. I mean, he was present in the game. He was a manager, right?
Yeah.
So if not because they had the whole money trust issues and all that, I think they dealt perfectly well with the timing and managing their personal lives and the whole public life. So I think it can work, but of course there will always be that strain. You just have to know that it's going to be there and you two are ready to work it out, basically. That's
so
what
you
I
think she can have a DJing job and still get pregnant,
yes,
and still have the husband and still go on all of these gigs? I find it hard to balance like I said,
pregnancy changes so many things. Once that comes in, yes, she'll have to step back at some point.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she's ready to step back.
And there was something else I saw in that interview I think we should talk about. She was saying, oh, she doesn't like being addressed as a female DJ.
Yes.
That she didn't look up to any female DJ. I mean, that was just too low to come from her.
So?
We have, what's the DJ in Chalk City? What's her name? DJ Lambo. And there's this other lady too I know that is doing well. I don't know why their names is just not, but she shouldn't come out to say that. It's just a case of you not acknowledging those that have been there before you. I mean, if you put DJ Lambo and DJ Cuppy on the wheels, we'll definitely want to listen to a DJ Lambo. This is not shade. But so she needs to learn to acknowledge people in the industry.
Beforehand.
Respect them. I mean, respect is reciprocal. If you want to be respected, irrespective of the fact that you come from a wealthy home and people always want to attach that to you, and also saying, oh, do you have a career and all that. Try to respect those that are there also. You can't just trample on everyone like that.
How do you think this will actually play out? Because I think both of them are actually friends and they meet at a lot of social gatherings.
DJ Lambo.
Yes, both of them. So I'm like, I don't know how this is even going to play out now that she has mentioned something like this. Do you think
I think DJ Lambo is a very matured person. She'll probably just look at it as one of those things she says to stay trending or stay relevant. But I think Cuppy should really stop. She should learn to say the right things at the right time.
Elsie, I like your analysis this morning. It's like you're just giving it left, right, and center. Way to go. All right, I think we're going to go on a quick break right now. When we come back, I will be dishing out a couple more stories, if time permits, on Arnold Schwarzenegger and Madonna. We'll be right back.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed. 200 naira they collect am.
If you no talk, dem go beat you.
Na 2,500 I dey pay.
Welcome back. Up next, Schwarzenegger gets struck by a flying kick at South Africa's sports event. So this is quite interesting, Elsie, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, I need to get a hold of the video. Let me quickly see, what really happened. What manner of flying kick did they actually give Arnold Schwarzenegger? And then he was actually doing a Snapchat, I think, video, which he wanted to post on social media. And you could see him talking and, to his phone and everything. And then all of a sudden, we see someone come from behind at the sports center in South Africa, and this person really flew and gave that flying kick like they usually do in movies, and everyone was like, uh-oh, what happened? But Arnold actually had security people and bodyguards that actually quickly manhandled the attacker, so he was really brought down immediately and everything was handled.
Do you think the attacker came in contact with him at all?
You mean before the kick, or
no, before the security guys stepped in?
Yes, he touched him, he kicked him. In fact, they both fell down. But Arnold was basically saying, that he actually didn't feel it that much.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm going to, because the way
he touched him.
The way he's trying to handle the situation. The way he's handling the situation is weird, because he, first and foremost, he says, oh, I didn't even feel it. I realized it when I watched the video. That's what he said at first. And then secondly, you come out to call the guy an idiot. So it means that there was something, right? I mean, you felt it. Why are you trying to act like you had no idea?
No, I don't think he meant literally. He felt it, obviously, but what he was saying that he didn't realize what was really going on until he saw the video. Yes, because he was facing us. He would not have known. All he would have felt was like something on, but so he didn't know what was going on. So until he would have seen the video before, he had seen that, okay, it was actually someone that was trying to like fly kick and do something
maybe someone
outrageous.
who has watched Terminator so
exactly,
much,
I was trying to like, okay, and then maybe, but I don't understand. If you're a fan, you will be a fan and not do that kind of kick to someone that you're a fan of to impress. But even then, you would, but you would face him and not do it from behind.
I think it's something he felt Shakira can do.
I think he would have loved to have. I'm glad you brought him up, because I think he would have loved to have talked about this, or and then he would have looked at different.
We're glad he's in a good place. I mean, he's okay. Nothing is wrong.
Exactly. But I would also like to see how this story plays out. If there are going to be any kind of charges leveled against anyone, or if this will be handled. No, because I think Arnold Schwarzenegger is 71 years old. I'm glad he actually said he didn't feel anything. So which means he's still very strong. I mean, if that's even
a fan's way of showing that he likes him, that's so
it's
wrong.
Like it's so
for
wrong.
a 71-year-old man, what do you want to gain?
That's the thing. It's so rude.
So rude and
okay, let's even take it from the fact that, okay, Arnold used to be governor of California. Let's say he didn't do one or two things that maybe everyone didn't like. But even that doesn't give you the audacity or the how should I? It doesn't give you the right to go up to someone and then give them that cake. No matter how displeased you are.
I think pressmen need to speak to this guy in question.
That's what I'm saying. We need to follow this story to find out the reason behind his kick.
Why would you do that? Was that taken out of maybe what we are saying in the video is not what you meant to do, right? So
and
he needs to explain.
Wrong,
and if that was what you wanted to do, why?
Yes,
what
and
did
if it wasn't,
do to you? Are you trying to be the next Terminator?
Exactly.
Have you been sending DMs and he's not responding to you? We need to know.
Or was he ignored at the event? Who knows?
So we need to know why, and I'm hoping somebody somewhere close to him gets this answer for us.
Yes, well, knowing the South African press and the international press, I'm sure someone will get to him to find out. Yeah, and I'm sure this story will develop, and then maybe within the next couple of days it will come out and and then we'll find out, get to the bottom of the matter. But like knowing Arnold Schwarzenegger, like you were saying, I don't think he'll be bothered. I think once he's done, he will just want to get back to the States and get back to his family. But I have to commend, I have to commend his age and for handling it. Being 71 years of age.
I mean, he's a strong man.
He's a strong man generally. And
well,
like you
looking
said,
at
he
his
didn't even
lifestyle
feel
and the
it.
kind of things he has to, training he has to go through to be in his movies, of course, he's expected that he will be that strong.
This is someone that won Mr. Universe, I think, time back. So he's still keeping, because some people in his age would have probably left all of that keep fitting, trying to keep fit.
Yeah, there's
all
someone
the way
I'm trying to remember now. I can't. I think he used to be in the WWE, and then we saw him after some years.
Yes, and then he looks
he was so
flabby.
big, and what's going on? Yeah, so it's good to see that he's keeping fit.
Exactly, and it's not just
but keeping fit is a lifestyle that anyone who understands it will never want to let go, because sometimes you wake up, you're tired.
It's
not like your body wants to just go, but you know that you need to do this. You have to. It keeps you going, right? I mean, that's why I wake up every morning to go to the gym. I had to put that.
Oh, okay. All right, so there's some drama in the Netherlands, but you know what? Before we take that story, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll carry on with that story. It's regarding Madonna and, yes, the Netherlands and the Eurovision Song Contest. That's all coming up right after this break. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofio Obo, Akborobo Mere.
I think my father is a comedian, because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Welcome back. It's still Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on. We've got two more stories, so we quickly touch on the Netherlands, who wins the Eurovision contest, and Madonna's flag display causes a stir. Yes, that's the headline that we're discussing right now. So Netherlands won the Eurovision Song Contest. They had told Madonna from the get-go, you know, that she was not supposed to do anything political.
I don't think they told her. It's more of, oh, she should know.
No. From what I read,
is not political.
No. They said, the organizers said that they had told her that she was not, but they said she had insisted on that's what she wanted.
No, she didn't insist. I mean, I think if you say they told her, it's a case of them telling her, and then they didn't go the extra mile to screen the content she was going to use for the
No,
concert.
I think they practiced and everything, but they were not wearing those flags, because I think it was her two dancers also that wore the flags. When they just turned back, they had, you see, the flags. So I think they practiced without wearing those things. Yes, because that was not her plan. So I think they would have watched and they would have said, yes, this is what is going on. So Madonna is aware that she's not supposed to do anything political. But I think she still wanted to make a point and make a stand. And I think at the last minute, she made the last minute. Because they said it's not just Madonna. Everyone that came for the event, you know, they were told that they don't want anything political. In fact, there was a campaign to boycott, for a lot of the stars to boycott the event, but a lot of people didn't take to that boycott. A lot of them turned up. They still organized it. They still had the contest, and another country still won. So everybody was pre-informed. They didn't want it to be a political event at all. But she decided to make a point.
No one is going to stop her from
That's what she referred back to. That's what she referred back to.
I think that's commendable. I mean, sports is one of the biggest platforms you can use to create awareness for almost anything, right? So if she has refused to be stopped, I think it's commendable. But at the same time, rules are rules. You don't necessarily have to go all the way to break them.
Especially where two countries are involved and there's politics.
Because you want to prove a point. You know, it's not necessary.
Okay. All right. Let's quickly move on to our final story. It's regarding Stonebwoy, who apologizes for pulling a gun on Shatta Wale at the VGMAs. That's the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, and says he reacted on impulse. Okay.
He said it's natural instinct.
Natural instincts. I was trying to be polite. I didn't
And I'm wondering, dude, if that's your natural instinct, then you should be somewhere. You shouldn't even own a gun.
Exactly.
So how is this your natural instinct, and who gave you the gun? Like, how did you get the rights?
You saw the video. He was already holding the gun. If things had escalated, I think he would have used that gun. And then this is not the story he would have been saying.
Yeah.
He would not have said he reacted on impulse or he reacted, what was the word?
Natural instinct. And from what I read, he was winning the award for the fifth consecutive time. And from, I think Shatta Wale was walking to the stage with his goons.
Yes.
And then he assumed that Shatta Wale was coming to attack him.
But do you know what Shatta Wale was coming to do?
No one can tell right now, because he has turned the whole thing, and whatever Shatta Wale says he was going to that stage to do, that's what we are going to believe, because you attacked him. So we have the video.
Sorry? So that's you can see there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of commotion on stage. This is just it's not cool, and I think it speaks badly of not just the artist, but it also speaks badly of Ghana. Yes, so it's not a good video at all. So, like we saw there.
I mean, I don't know. For one, I want to be petty right now. I'm glad the whole attention is away from Nigeria right now, and our Yahoo and Naira Marley.
But that's not petty. It's
Ghana. Well, yeah, that's one. And then secondly, like I was saying, he is saying, the story is saying he was going to the stage to congratulate him, and then the case of, at first approach, Stonebwoy's guys started attacking Shatta Wale's guys. Yeah. So that is, I think this bad blood between them needs to be put to an end. And the police need to take away that gun from Stonebwoy. For him to come and say it is natural instinct, it's even another problem on top of the one he's in.
But what if he has a license?
They need to take away the license. That's my point. This cannot be your natural instinct and you own a gun. It is absolutely wrong. I mean, before you have a gun, you need to go through some level of anger management and you know if you know the right time to actually use your gun.
He should not have even brought this to the award ceremony. You know, and this is why I remember the incident we talked about where one of the artists refused. Who was it again? And we talked about it last day, where one of them refused to be security checked.
What's his name again?
But I think that's what came to mind. So I'm like, this is the reason why they actually need the security checks, you know, to avoid situations like this, because you never know what's going to happen. And then speaking about the artists themselves, like you said, you know, but I have to say that I think he learned his lesson, because I think afterwards he received another award and then he made reference to what happened previously, and he actually apologized, but he didn't apologize to Shatta Wale directly. I think he was just saying sorry to the organizers and to the audience.
This reminds me of the award thing that happened, was it last year or last 2 years, between Don Jazzy and Olamide, and the whole dropping of mic and using the F word on stage and the apology. But the good thing is we didn't pull a gun. We're good. So I think
Elsie, do you have to make this a Nigeria versus Ghana thing?
Shatta Wale said the Ghana police should do the right thing and treat this right, basically.
Okay. Any final thoughts? Any more on this?
That natural instinct is very bad. That's where I'm going to end it.
Okay, that natural instinct is very bad, and that's how we're going to end it. All right, so that's where we draw the curtains on this morning's episode of Tea Time. Join us this afternoon for another exciting episode. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchor, Elsie Godwin. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed your inputs today. I also have to thank the production team, as well as our stylist, Kudis Empire and Liz Harrison. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and thanks for watching.